of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Introducing Terence
There's a reason why Canelo is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Fight fans, welcome back.
Now what they gonna say? They always talk, I'm the best fighter in the world.
Child because he was scared. Well, he is one of the scariest fighters in the sport.
Ripping Omaha, Nebraska.
You can say that Canelo's going to knock Bud out, but is he?
Hello, battle enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel, where we analyze the biggest events in boxing with no filters, no fluff, just pure fight discussion. And now, well, we have something historic on our...
What I supposed to do, right? And I feel great. I feel great, and I'm so happy.
All right, if you please raise your hand. We'll now open questions up to media.
Canelo, directly right here in front of you, straight ahead of you. Right here, Canelo.
Hands. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence "Bud" Crawford. A great fight fans never dreamt of. Kings of pound for pound. World champions in many divisions. Legends in their own right. And when they eventually entered the ring, then, boom, the unimaginable occurred. A first-round knockout. Indeed, you heard it correctly. A first-round knockout. Let's break it all down. The highlights, the strategies, the aftermath, and what this means for the legacy of both men. This is not simply a battle report. This is a breakdown of a moment that will be...
I just want to thank everybody for your support. Thank you. And I'm sorry for waiting that much, but you know, I need to do my doping and all that stuff, but thank you so much, everybody. I'm so happy because I did.
Spoken about for decades. Buckle up, press that like button, and let's go deep into one of the most surprising opening rounds in boxing history. Let's rewind for a second. This wasn't just any average fight. This was Canelo versus Crawford. A tremendous bout that has the whole boxing world talking. On one side, you had Canelo Alvarez, a walking highlight reel, a tank in the ring, a guy who rose from 147 to 175, accumulating belts like Pokemon cards, known for his granite chin, persistent pressure.
68, 175, I'm just 147, so I'll never see that fight ever really happen.
And powerful body shots. On the opposite side, Terence "Bud" Crawford, a technician, a murderer with IQ, the switch-hitting southpaw sharpshooter, the guy who demolished Errol Spence and made it seem simple. This was power versus precision, fire versus finesse, Mexico versus Omaha. They insisted it couldn't happen. The weight classes, the politics, the time. But when the stars aligned and the contracts were signed, the world paused. Everyone knew we were going to see greatness. The bout was arranged at a catchweight. Canelo came in skinny, determined. Crawford bulked up, moved like he belonged there. The energy in the celebrities in the front row, legends watching ringside, and millions tuned in globally. Everyone anticipated a chess battle. A gradual burn, 12 rounds of tactical warfare. But that's not what we received. You could feel it in the air. This wasn't just a battle, it was a moment. From the ring walks alone, you knew this was history. Canelo, calm and intimidating, strode out covered in red and gold, the Mexican flag soaring high. Crawford, all business, eyes locked in, with that stone-cold gaze that indicated, "I'm here to shock the world." The referee issued the last instructions. The bell rung, and what occurred next, nobody was ready for. The opening round began sluggish, exactly as we had anticipated. Crawford on the back foot, wiggling, feinting, reading. Canelo in his usual stalker style, shutting off the ring. But 45 seconds in, Canelo erupts with a feint upstairs, and then boom! Left hook to the liver. You saw Crawford quiver, only for a minute. But Bud is tough. He's been punched before. Then, Canelo closes the gap again, dips low, fires a lightning-fast overhand right. It joins flush, right on the temple. Crawford's legs tighten, his guard lowers. Canelo smells blood. He moves in with that killing instinct we've seen 100 times. Left to the body, right uppercut. Left hook over the top. Crawford falls back, smacks the ropes. And then it occurs. Canelo fires a looping right hand that detonates on Crawford's jaw. Crawford falls. Down. The crowd explodes. The world freezes. The ref jumps in. He begins the count. Crawford's attempting to get up, grasping for the ropes, but his legs are gone. He's blinking, trying to restore equilibrium. He doesn't beat the count. First round, KO. Let it sink in. Canelo Alvarez just knocked out Terence Crawford in the very first round. Let's run it back in slow motion. Crawford's game plan was apparent to be elusive early. Utilize the jab, lure out counters, stay smooth. But Canelo didn't give him time. He came in sharp, not reckless, deliberate. He was waiting for one read. And once he spotted Bud dropping his left shoulder too deep off a feint, he knew what to do. The overhand right? That was the key. He timed it properly. Crawford never saw it coming. And as the temple shot hit, everything was in motion. From then, Canelo did what Canelo does best, finish. He's a genius at closing. Once he detects vulnerability, it's a wrap. Bud attempted to survive. He even raised his hands to prove he was okay. But Canelo's footwork cut off the escape. He led him down, cornered him, and dropped the hammer. This wasn't fortunate. This wasn't random. This was deliberate devastation. The arena was in disbelief, pure disbelief. You could see it on the faces of the pundits, the fans, the cornermen. Terence Crawford, unbeaten, unchallenged, invincible, had just been halted in the first round. Social media went radioactive. Hashtags trending globally. Legends from every age chiming in. Mike Tyson tweeted, "That's why you never sleep on Canelo." Roy Jones Jr. Canelo just sent a message to the world. And even Bud himself, post-fight, stood tall. Took the mic, offered respect. "Canelo got me tonight. That's boxing. I'll be back." That's the mark of a great champion. But make no mistake, this was Canelo's night. Let's speak about Terence Crawford for a second. Yes, he got caught. Yes, he went down. But this doesn't erase what he's done. The guy is still a generational talent. Still the first undisputed welterweight champ in the four-belt era. Still a nightmare for 99% of warriors surviving. But going up to Canelo's world, that was a different beast. This isn't a stain on Crawford's legacy. It's simply a new chapter. And knowing Bud, he'll bounce back. Maybe he drops back down. Maybe he reloads for another spectacular battle. But one thing's apparent. The air of invincibility? It's been touched. Now let's speak about the man of the hour, Canelo Alvarez. People claimed he was slowing down, that he was on the decline, that the young guns were catching up. And what did he do? he knocked down one of the most fearsome fighters on the planet in one round. This victory doesn't simply strengthen Canelo's CV, it rockets it into the sky. We're talking all-time excellence here. This is legacy-defining. This is pound-for-pound royalty. He didn't simply win, he dominated. And yet again, he reminded everyone, when Canelo Alvarez is focused, nobody is safe. So what made Canelo so risky this time? Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. One of the most startling first-round knockouts in contemporary boxing history. Let me know in the comments. Were you anticipating that outcome? Should Bud run it back? Or is Canelo simply built different? Make sure to press the like button, slam subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives, breakdowns, and knockout moments. Until next time, remain sharp, stay connected, and be ready. Because in boxing, anything may happen. Peace.